So now that you've seen what is behind my driver's side box, I'm gonna now show you, whew, it is hot out here, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna show you now what is behind the passenger seat box. And right now I've got a lot of stuff behind my passenger seat box. And if you haven't noticed so far, I like to keep the heavier stuff in back. Reasoning for that, I think it allows me to get a little bit more bow lift. Somebody's calling me. Wifey, better answer that. All right, answered that call, got that done. Anyway, if you'll notice, a lot of the weight that I've got is in the back of the boat. The reason for that is it allows a little bit more bow lift for me, and it just keeps the front end really light. Rough water, things like that, it's gonna allow me to be able to get through them waves, them rough water waves, a little bit better. But anyway, I'm gonna take you guys behind the passenger seat, show you exactly what I've got back there. All right, guys, so we're behind the passenger seat. Now, as you can see, I got a lot of stuff back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags. No, 8. Sorry, 8. So now I got to run through all these bags with you guys. So we're going to try to make this as quick as possible. Here we go. All right, guys. So the first bag I've got here is my Senko style finesse worms and ring fries. Pretty much this is a combination of some Carolina rig stuff and then a lot of finesse stuff. You know, whether it be just on weightless Senkos, wacky worms, stuff like that. So pretty much I've got Senko's style baits, so stick style baits, cutter worms, speed worms. I've got, you know, ring fries here. I've got finesse worms, trick worms, centipedes. I mean, all sorts of stuff in here that basically fits that style. As you can see, most of my stuff is gonna be, you know, green pumpkins, black and blues, stuff like that. I mean, pretty much just plain colors, you know, watermelon reds. But I do have a few off the colors, and that's because this time of year we're fishing kind of around the spawn time, so I do have some off the wall colors. I mean, like this methylate worm, stuff like that. But pretty much most of my stuff, same thing. Stick to the natural colors, the green pumpkins, watermelon reds, black and blues, you know, some June bugs, things like that. So we'll head over here to the next bag, which is gonna be pretty much a staple for my Carolina rig. So the next bag I got here is flukes and lizards, and that's basically what it is. It's just flukes and lizards. That's all I've got in here, and it's a huge Carolina rig bag for me. And once again, sticking to a lot of the natural colors, you know, green pumpkins and things like that. But I pretty much have all fluke style baits in this one, and lizards. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just that's pretty much it. So we'll just head on over to the next bag. So this bag here is a lot of finesse stuff. So my drop shot, Ned, Neko, shaky head stuff is all in this bag. So I pretty much have everything from actual shaky heads, so lighter shaky heads. I have things that are really finessey, 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce, up to 3/8 ounce, stuff like that. And I have everything from, you know, Z2s, little, you know, Ned rig stuff, fluke sticks. I mean, I have everything in here. I've got some, you know, some power bait stuff like the flatworm and things like that. So pretty much all of my drop shot, I mean, just all my finesse baits basically is in this bag. And it makes it real simple for me to just find the finesse bag and go straight to it and don't have to worry about anything else. So now this bag is pretty much a little bit of two things. I've got tubes on one side, and then I've got crawl tubes and punch bugs on the other side. You know, the thing about this one is this is probably going to be more Minnesota stuff than anything, but I pretty much have everything from tubes to crawl tubes to you know, punching crawl tubes type deals. So that's pretty much what I have in here. Pretty simple, down to the point. I mean, there's nothing crazy about that bag. This bag right here is exactly what it says. It's straight up an A-rig bag. So if you open this bag, it's basically going to have all of my baits that I would have for an A-rig, hooks, you know, little heads and things like that. I've got all these different type of you know, basically A-rigs, and just, I mean, it's simple as that. Just strictly an A-rig bag. This next bag is, at certain times of the year, is one of my favorite bags, and this is just basically a big worm bag. You know, this is going to be basically everything from bull worms to, you know, 10-inch, 8-inch worms, you know, big shaky heads. I got a lot of big shaky heads in here. And then, you know, mag finesse worms, mag trick worms, stuff like that. So pretty much everything you see in there is big stuff. 8+ inches to be able to get them big bites on them big shaky heads, things like that. So I really love this bag, especially in the summer. Probably one of my favorite bags. This box right here is all my spoons and little spoons and little knick-knack stuff, ledge hogs, things like that, jigging spoons. So as you can see, you open it up and it's a lot of metal in there. So I love throwing these things. You want that big bite with that spoon, you throw that mag flutter spoon. These ledge hogs are awesome, especially in colder water. And then of course you got all your, you know, jigging spoons, as you can see underneath all these little deals. You got a bunch of jigging spoons, and then you got the flutter spoons and stuff like that. And just when them suspended bass get out there, I mean, these are killer items to be able to have in the boat. Last and definitely not least, I have a plastic bag here, and as you can see, it is all June bug red stuff. And you're thinking, why do I have a separate bag for June bug red stuff? Well, simple answer for that. This is literally for my dad. My dad loves the color June bug red, and more importantly, he loves a June bug red brush hog, so, or baby brush hog, I should say. So I try to keep a lot of June bug red stuff in my boat. That way it's easy for him to find, but also I love getting out and fishing with him, and he has his baits in the boat at all times when he comes fishing. All right, so that's everything that is in the back passenger side compartment of my boat. And the reason why I have a lot of this stuff in the passenger side is, as you can tell, a lot of this stuff is very seasonal. You know, a lot of the stuff is things that I can take in and out of here and not have it in the boat necessarily. Right now I've got a lot in there, strictly just because I was getting ready for tournaments, and then kind of with the whole quarantine deal and COVID-19, a lot of that stuff has stopped, so I just haven't taken it out of there because a lot of this stuff I don't really need. I mean, there's probably 2, maybe 3 bags that I will keep in here at all times. But like if I'm going to a tournament or something like that, half of this stuff, if not more, is going to come out of the back, which allows me a lot more room for either a co-angler or just to be able to get weight out of the boat. So a lot of this stuff is easy stuff to be able to take in and out, very seasonal type stuff. That is what is behind my passenger side seat. Hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. We're going to go to the meat and potatoes, which is the middle locker on my front deck.